Good evening, folks, and welcome back to another one of our Halloween horror review videos. We don't really have a name for them. We're just doing these reviews for you people so y'all can have something nice to watch on Halloween.
Well, that was sweet of us.
What? So, babies, sissies, sit back and relax. We're going to be reviewing a classic from the early 1980s. The very first movie that the Weinstein brothers ever produced, Uncle Bill. Do you know what it is?
I think I do. It is The Burning.
I've got a burning on my crotch.
It hurts so very badly tonight.
Yeah. So this is one of those movies that, like, I think over the years, just my humble opinion, kind of got overrated. It's a good, solid slasher movie, no doubt about it. But just for the fact that it wasn't on DVD for, what year did this finally come out? 2007. So DVD had been around for a good 7-8 years.
Yeah.
Before this bad boy came out.
Yeah, this was one of the ones along the lines of like Night of the Creeps or some of the others that had never come out, and like people were fucking blowing their load about it. Except this movie, I agree with you. Like, it is a good movie. It's like a good slasher film, but it's a typical slasher film from that era. Like, there's nothing about it that like blows away.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I think that's redeeming about it personally, I mean, I like it. Don't get me wrong, but I love every fucking slasher movie. I love Just Before Dawn, fucking Hill Night.
Right.
You know.
Which I think, see, that's the thing. When you mention those movies, I think those movies are as good or better than that movie.
Yeah. So it is what it is. But this, you know, The Burning, Tony Maylam, an English filmmaker, made this movie 1980, 81, around that time period, and got the makeup effects, technician, wizard, Tom Savini, to do the makeup effects. And the interesting thing is, they wanted Savini to do Friday the 13th Part 2, but he wouldn't do it. But he did do this movie, which is along the same exact lines of Friday the 13th.
He thought that would be dumb to do Friday the 13th Part 2.
He wanted to branch out.
He wanted to come back and do Part 4 about 2 or 3 years later.
Yeah. But anyway, Savini bashing aside, the movie itself starts off at a summer camp and a prank gone wrong on he's a janitor, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, you fast forward years later, he's a burn victim, of course, and he is back to summer camp, and he is out for revenge this time, the Cropsey maniac.
Yeah, it's based on like a real urban legend kind of thing, too.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of films, or at least a couple of films that we know of that did this same thing, and Madman is probably the other one that's significant.
Yeah, this movie and Madman were made right around the same time, and originally they had very similar stories, but they changed Madman up enough to make it, in my opinion, a way better movie, and it's a lot more fun, and it's got some different aspects to it. But, all Madman blowing aside, which is hard for me to, do. The Burning's a solid slasher entry. I mean, it really is. It's a fun movie, and if you're a fan of Friday the 13th, along those lines, you'll get a kick out of The Burning, because it does have some really, really memorable death sequences.
Here's some memorable things about it. It's got the guy from Short Circuit in it that plays the Indian.
Johnny Five.
Jason Alexander from Seinfeld.
He has hair in it.
The chick that was in Bloodsport that played Jean-Claude Van Damme's girlfriend. It's got Tom Savini doing the makeup. It's an amazing setup and some really good actors. It's just a slasher
movie, though. There's nothing, that special about it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But it's good. Go watch it. And don't forget to check out our screening. It's coming up. East Kentucky Fear Festival, bitch.
October the 27th. Downtown Prestonsburg. The Strand Theater. Midnight. Be there. Now.
Halloween. Brought to you by DEADPIT.
.com.